Love family, thank you for being here with me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. I'm doing a nighttime, doing a quick little nighttime read. It's been a minute since I've been out here in the dark, and with everything that's going on with the Scorpio new moon and these eclipses and everything else, our shadows are coming up, and I think we're all needing help to figure out which way to move forward. I feel like we all hear this, do the things that make you happy. Try to be light and seek the joy. And I know it seems kind of redundant, but most likely something like that will come out in this collective read. But let's see if I can find a better way to articulate that. All right. Thank you guys once again for tuning in with me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. I'm honored to be your tarot reader. Tuning in for the collective. All right. Collective, what are we going through right now? What are we feeling? What is the best way to move forward? The Sun card, and I almost saw the Devil card just pop out. Oh, King of Wands. All right. Hopefully this fire will get going. Want to stay lit for me? Because the Devil and then the King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I think we're all trying to figure out what's the best way to move forward. Especially the King of Swords energy. We just want to make sure that we're planning for the future and not getting so stuck up in our past. Forgiveness is a huge theme here. Sorry, let's make sure this fire doesn't go out. It will get dark really fast, and I think that might be a message here as well, that we might all be going through the dark night of the soul. We might all be going through something that is reminding us how essential our light really is. Whether it's with amongst other people who are also feeling, sad and, just trying to forgive ourselves, because I think that self-forgiveness is the hardest part. All those ways that we have sold ourselves short or allowed things that just wasn't right, just wasn't right for us, and yet we chose to put other people before us, which, I feel like we shouldn't be ashamed about those things. It's it's kind of what we were all raised on, so but I think there's a part of us that has to have accountability and to be honest with ourselves that, that these things that weren't good for us, it wasn't because we don't love ourselves, and it wasn't because, we don't care about our future. It's just because we really just, there's a combination of fear, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and the harder that you try, the more that you care, the harder it is to not succeed. So, just knowing that it's okay, it's alright. God forgives you. He will always forgive you, or they will always forgive you. You will always forgive you and give you another chance. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Enough of that. Goodness, this fire is not wanting to stay on. If it doesn't stay on, you guys, we're going to be doing this reading in the dark. And not that I'm scared of the dark. Here we go. And the sun card popping out again. How ironic. Alright, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guides, Mother Gaia, higher powers, thank you so much for overseeing this act of divination. We are looking for any guidance, any clarity, any advice, any tips, any signs for the collective, please. During this new moon in Scorpio, we want to know what's the best way to move forward. What is the best way to move forward for anyone who's watching this reading? Powerful. Alright. For the Scorpio collective, oh, I'm so sorry. The Scorpio new moon. For the collective, please. Best way to move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. We have Two of Cups. What is up? Two of Cups challenged by the Eight of Cups. Man, you're really considering all your relationships at this point of your life. What cups? Oh my God, what cups are pouring into you? Beautiful. Consciously, you're aware of this. Subconsciously, we're looking for that opportunity. We're looking for that hidden gem, that hidden lesson that we might not be paying too much attention to. Five of Swords in your past, and the Five of Pentacles, still dealing with that in our future. We have the, what is this? Judgment in the reverse. The Eight, no, can't see anything. Four of Cups as your environment. So with Judgment, oh, interesting. Okay. Dang, that fire is going. What's up? Alright, so with the Judgment card in the reverse, as you in the situation, it's almost like fighting this lesson being over, right? Yeah, so we have the Four of Cups, and then we have that Five of Cups, I don't know if you guys can see it, as your hopes and your fears, and then the Eight of Wands, beautiful energy, and then the bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. Alright, so before we get too into this, I'm going to pull a healing card, because this story that I'm seeing unfold here, it's like you know that there's something more. You know that you're not really left out. You know that these opportunities are here for you. You know that people are here for you. You know that you have community support. You've overcome feeling like, that you have to fight to be seen. However, there's a lingering feeling of actually ostracizing yourself, isolating yourself here with the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So you have the Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Alright? And you have the Four of Cups. So it's almost as though you are borderline, like, am I bored with this? Am I bored with this connection? Or am I just scared of disappointment, right? And with the Eight of Wands incoming for your most likely outcome, there's a truth here that you do deserve, all the connections, all the opportunities, all the people reaching out to you. It's like you understand that you are worthy of all those things, but there's something internally that you're going through. Okay, with Temperance and the Two of Cups, it's like love is wanting to be had, not only with a lover, but like with other people, like with many other people with that Eight of Wands. However, with Judgment here in the reverse, it's like you might be fighting a lesson. see what this healing card. Now is now. Are you going to be here or not? A delicious question. Spend this day living fully in your reply, even if you're unable to let go of yesterday entirely. When you give yesterday more power than today, does it enhance the here and now? Are you going to be here or not? If you're unable to let go of yesterday, okay, so spend this day living fully in the now. Yeah, so definitely see this Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, what's what the theme that I'm feeling is this energy of like not being fully present and kind of giving your power away to the past, right? But you have this Eight of Cups as your challenge. So there is a question of like, can you be fully present in the now? Can you be fully aware of the little things that you do that gives away your power? Okay. And whether we do that out of fear, whether we do that out of complacency, comfort, whatever it is, whatever reason that we tend to just lose out on certain opportunities or powers within us, whatever it is, a lot of our power is in the now. Okay, with Temperance being here and the Eight of Cups being your challenge, it's like when we're balancing out Temperance, when we're understanding, what we're able to be patient for, what is worth being patient for, and what is just a waste of our time. And honestly, waste of time is a Four of Cups kind of energy. It's kind of like the only time you're wasting time is when you feel like it's a waste of time. And so that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. So just as long as you're able to linger and enjoy and indulge and understand that every moment that you're alive is a gift, then you don't have to worry so much about feeling apathetic or feeling, the things. You don't have to concentrate so hard on walking away from what you don't want. Focus more on walking towards the things that you do want. Okay? And that's living in the present is a huge part of that. Okay, when you're living in the present, it's a lot easier to go for what feels good. When you're living in the past, you're avoiding things that you don't want to step on, that you don't want to engage in. Wow, that fire. All right, we're on the downhill of that fire. We gotta get going here. We gotta get finished. All right, so we're at 13 minutes right now. Let's see what else for the collective in this new moon in Scorpio. What else do we have for our collective? What else for our collective, please? For the new moon in Scorpio, finishing up this eclipse energy. What do we got? What do we have for the collective, please? We have the Two of Cups again. So you have the Two of Cups coming out twice in this reading. Love. Two of Cups. Look at that. What else? We have the Ten of Swords, Ruin, in the reverse. So, Ten of Swords. Interesting. Okay, what else do we have? We have the Five of Pentacles again. So we have the Five of Pentacles coming out in the reading again. So we have the Five of Wands. So lots of fives coming out in this reading. So I feel like with the shadows, our darknesses, our negativities are being shown, right? And we have change here. Change card. The Hermit in the reverse. The Fool card in the reverse. The Magician card in the reverse. So we have, and then we have the Two of Wands. So in the bottom of the deck, what do we have? The Star card in the reverse. Star card. Alright, so look at that. So we have the Hermit, the Fool, and the Magician. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. To have all of these I just heard something. To have all of these cards back to back to back, and these are all major arcanas, you also have a Temperance card here as well. So I do feel like it's trying to tell you that you have all the power to start over, okay? And the magic and the light and everything that is that you feel like is oppressing you is completely self-inflicted. And um, the Hermit is the way he's shining a light here. It's like that light is coming from within him, and everything that he needs in order to succeed is going to be cultivated from within. Okay? And I'm feeling like very strongly that with the Five of Pentacles coming out so much and trying to understand the Two of Cups, it's like love and this you know, this feeling of like wanting to be wanted. It's like once you release that desire and know that it is, then you would be able to truly um, change. Okay, change your mind, change yourself, change the things that are offered to you because you understand what you are. Okay, once you understand yourself as the source, as the magnet to your things that you experience in your reality, then that's how you get off the wheel. That's how you get off um, of the same experiences. You know, so with all these fives here, I do feel like the shadow, I mean, complete darkness at this point, is really like pointing out that the shadow is like, it's let me try to throw some more in here, but it's kind of just pointing out that yeah, like life really is, what we make it, and I think that it's a good time for us to question, a lot of the struggles that we have in our lives. It is stuff that we didn't really do anything for. A lot of it, maybe it was past life or, it's family generational thing. And I think Scorpio with that Pluto placement, I think that that we're all just kind of trying to figure out past the why, like why me, why this, why that, and just try to move forward into just feeling better, and not in a way of ignorance because we could move in that direction. And I think a lot of people have used escapism to do so, but actually, where they do like spiritual bypassing and just thinking, oh, I can meditate out of this, or, I can go become a monk, or I can, rather than deal with the trauma and deal with the pain itself. I commend a lot of you for doing the work and for sitting with the darkness, sitting with the sadness, and not being afraid, to sit with that. And I think a lot of people are scared of the dark, even adults. They really don't choose to sit in with their shadow, and that's the thing too, is like when the only way to really sit with your shadow is in the dark, and to truly, be next to her and submit yourself to her and understand that she's not some terrible thing, that those are just parts of you that have been suppressed and been vilified. And once you really get next to her and see her, she's not a villain. She's just, she's doing what she can because mostly because you just want love and you just want acceptance. And once you embrace that part of you and hug that part of you, then you're able to really consider what her needs are and what you can do to better your relationship with your shadow. So I love you guys so much. I sit around and, and I'm people watching, and I think in my head, like, if only people can love them, like love themselves the way that I love them. And at the same time, I wonder like how I can be outside of that love myself, and how I'm inside of a very body, a very mind that thinks that, and yet I can be left out, and that's very much the Five of Pentacles energy of thinking like everyone except you, and that's just not how it is. And even though there is a feeling of like I am you and you are me and we're in this together, there's also very much like my ego, which will, end when I die. It deserves to be seen and held and understood that, how she feels matters. So it's okay if you're suffering. It's okay if you feel left out. It's okay if you don't feel like, if you don't feel like it's enough, like anything, whether it's like the attention you get from your friends or the attention you get from your family, or, it's all right that you feel like it's not enough, because a lot of the things of the ego can never be enough when you're so in tune with spirit. That the spirit is, it's transcendental. And so when you're sitting in ego and thinking, wow, why isn't any of this enough? Very much the feeling of like, not enough. What is it? Like, I don't know if you guys like Lord of the Rings, but when when Bilbo says, like butter scraped over, like not like butter being scraped over bread, and it's just not enough. It's like you can't pull that. You can't. It's never going to feel like it's enough. When you're trying to feed the bottomless pit of ego. So just understanding that all that suffering in existence is okay. It's very human, and this is the human experience. And we came here to be humans, not to be spirits. Not to be divine beings. I mean, yes, we are, but we could do that in the fifth dimension. We don't. We're here in this world. To experience what it feels like to suffer and to bleed and to cry, and it's a roller coaster, and it's a spectrum of emotions. And I know that you guys understand that. That the good wouldn't feel as good if there wasn't any bad, and life wouldn't be so beautiful if it didn't end. So let's embrace this ending. Let's all give our old selves a nice send off, a nice little funeral. Get yourself some flowers. Understand that you were who you were because you needed to be, and it doesn't make you any less beautiful. And yeah, uh, because you are so beautiful. All the parts of you are so beautiful. And, and we sit here in the complete dark. It's so crazy how dark it got. Yeah, let's see if we can get some. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close it off here before it gets so dark and barely see anything. You guys are amazing, and I really appreciate everybody that tunes in. Thank you guys so much for every single one of my subscribers. You guys help me feel seen and loved, and definitely healing my Chiron and Gemini. Yeah, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys are good to yourselves. Be very compassionate as you can about everything that is coming up, because we are human, and we all deserve, I mean, as soon as we come out the womb, we need someone to hold us and to love us. So if you need that feeling, if you're not sure exactly, if you don't have parents, you don't have grandparents, you don't have people to give you that love, your soul family is within you. And all you have to do is wrap your arms around yourself and feel it, just hold yourself and know that you are loved by spirit, by your ancestors, by me. I love you.